All right, everybody. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today so far, at least a good start to your weekend. We are going to be doing our usual Saturday art share today. So I'm super excited. I look forward to this stream every single week. For those of you that are new, I do a pin post on my Twitter every single week where you can submit your artwork and I will show it off live every Saturday on stream and say nice things. So let's go ahead and pop on over and get into it. All right. So starting us off strong here, the first one we have is from Rayoni. Hey there, Nofa. How's it going? We got this beautiful sketch here that they've done from a reference, which is awesome. They've taken the reference and they've turned it into like their own OC, and they've done some like modifications to it. They're a really, really good job of translating everything here. Looks absolutely fantastic. The hand looks really, really good. They always have really, really nice sketch work. I love seeing their work. It's fantastic. And I love the muted colors as well. Very pastel, kind of like coated there. Fantastic stuff. Really, really nice. So that was everything from Rayoni. They wrote, "Sorry, thanks for the mention. You're very welcome. My recent work in progress." Sorry, I can't read today. I am sleepy and it's raining outside, so that does not help me. All right. Make sure you give them lots of support. I love seeing their sketches. I love seeing all of their artwork. Awesome stuff. Next up here we have Jupiter Planet. They wrote, "First, another new variant of my Sona, the Pirate Edition. Yes, I know she looks like Knuckles. That wasn't my intention. Second, human version of Pirate Sona. Third, design for two of my OC's father. He's not a good person. Oh." And fourth, a statue of Pangea, god of creation. Nice. Oh, I don't think she looks like Knuckles. Whoever says that is a jerk. She obviously has like tentacle hair, which is really, really cool. She's got like this cool eyeball thing up here, which I really like, which is very similar to the eyes that she has. Hey, Sally, how's it going? Glad you can make it. But I think this is really cool. I like that she has like different colored skin as well to go along with like kind of like the like the underwater sea creatures like color scheme here, because you have like the bright green, which is usually like a warning to like other sea creatures to back off. So, yo, Kazu, I know that guy. Let's see, and her name is also Echidna Singula. Nice. Cool. This is a super cool character. I like it. Let's go to the next one. And then this is the human version of her here. She's got some smegsy dreads going on here. I like this. Got a little sassy pose going on. She looks like somebody told her that like women shouldn't be pirates, and she's just like, waiting for her opportunity to make them walk the plank or shoot them out of a cannon or something. Because that's what I would do. Oh, it's okay, Betsy. Hey, I totally get it. Thanks for being here, though. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I like the warm color scheme for the majority of it, and then of course you have the cooler shirt to like wrap it up, along with the skirt here. Really nice. I like it. It's also cool to see some traditional art as well. Oh yeah, Agile, man. I wish I didn't have to run ads. Like, they don't even make me much, but I mean, I gotta contribute somehow, so unfortunately. I wish I had all the money so I could give you guys subs so you didn't have to worry about it, but not yet. One day. Let's go to the next one here, and this one is the design of two of the OC's father. He looks like he might be like I don't know, like staying up all night, like scheming evil things or something here. This is how I feel though right now, right? So, hey, I'm trying, dude. Like, I'm trying my best to like, my first goal, of course, is the 10 subscribers, and then we're gonna go from there and try to do a partner push. After I finish this commission that I'm still working on, I'm gonna take a couple like a week or two off to try and try to get the emotes done. I'm gonna try to get the badges done. Just things that I've been kind of like have gone to the back burner. I want to do the OC art raffle again because I do miss that. Anyway, but yeah, this is how I look and feel right now. I didn't sleep well last night, and then Vegeta decided to be an ass and like wake me up like starting at like 8 a.m. and then he kept me up like every 10 minutes since then. So fun times. But this is my favorite stream, so even though I'm tired, I try my best not to delay or push this one back because I know everybody looks forward to this one the most. So you know. And then the last one here, we have the statue of Pangea, the god of creation, or the goddess of creation, I guess we should say here. Nice. I like it. Very moody, very atmospheric. Looks like it's in one of those like caves where it might have been like a dormant like volcano at one point, and there's a little bit of like rock that's been exposed. So we have this nice like serene picture of a statue here with like life growing on it. It's really, really nice. I like this a lot. I love Jupiter Planet's art as well, so make sure you give them lots of support. That was very cool. Moving on to our next one here. Oh, I know this guy. Aw, thank you, Pensy. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it though. Hey, does my mic sound bad, by the way? Like, I don't know if do I sound grainy at all? I'm like hearing a little bit of like twinge in like my voice. I'm good? Okay, cool. I just want to be sure because my mic's been kind of iffy lately. All right, Kazu here. Awesome. Kazu wrote, thanks for the art share. I've been in a crazy bad art slump lately, so I haven't been doing drawing nearly as much as I want to. Hey, everybody goes through it, man. Like, it happens, like, for sure. I usually, when I get into a slump, either watch like a whole bunch of anime, or I play some video games, or I watch a ton of just like art, videos, just so I'm still like consuming like art in the meantime, even if I'm not like producing anything. And then I also like to take like old OCs and like revamp them too when I'm in a slump. That usually helps out like a lot. Continuing on, these two are as of yet unnamed OCs. I hope to do something with them in the near future. Oh yeah, I mean even with like I admit like I'm working like super hard on this commission, and as you guys saw, I posted like two other things in the Discord because I just needed to give myself like a mental break from working on One Piece there. So not two. I put one of them in there. I have another one that I'm cooking, but that's for Spooptober, and I will show you guys eventually. But you guys got a sneak peek of a possibility of my next model. I am thinking about trying to rig it myself. Probably do that on stream also as content, so you can see me get like frustrated and swear a whole bunch, but I feel like it's a skill that'll work out. And then I could actually also offer like commissions for like doing rigging, like if I learn it too. Plus, I really want a new model. Like this model's been like around for like a long time, and it doesn't really reflect my skills anymore. So anyway, yeah, I love this character design here. As Havoc pointed out, it's very like like vintage style, like especially with like the visor, which I really really like. I've actually my TikTok recently has been full of like people pointing out how like sick like 80s and 90s like mecha like anime like animation was, and how like insane it actually was, and reminds me of that. Sorry, I had to get some water there. But yeah, I like the color scheming. It works really well against like the dark skin and everything. Awesome job. And it looks like, you did a good job of also like balancing the details on the different parts of the outfit here. Nothing is like overdone, so you have like a perfect like rule of thirds for like each section, which is like fantastic. You know, like if you wanted to make this pop even more, if you changed the color of this visor to something completely different than these other colors and like highly saturated, that could also give you an extra pop there. Not that you need to. I like the pink. The pink does look really nice. Maybe just maybe saturate it some more or add like a glow to it. That's just my 2 cents. Ooh, this one's cool. Abs for days here. Hell yeah. They got a rifle here and they got a bayonet on there. You know, not a lot of people like put bayonets on their gun designs, and I think it's a good idea. I mean, if your gun runs out of ammo, you still got to be able to use it other than for like bopping or smacking. So I like the little like anime like eye streak here. I'm a fan of that always. Again, you did a really good job with the distribution of your details. And it's really difficult sometimes to have like a character that has like a lot of like similar like hues going on here, but he did a really good job with spacing it out with like the whitish kind of like slightly like lavender hair up here, and the white pieces on the outfit with a little bit of the gold trim to break it up. This is great. This also goes really well with like when you pick colors for a character. Your lead color here is like a brown, and then you have the gold as like the accent color, so that's going to be like 20%, and then the white is like something around like I would say like 30% or so. So that's like a good percentage of breaking up your colors there. So this is awesome work. Can't wait to see more from you, dude. Like I said, just try to kind of load up on sources of different like inspiration. You don't necessarily have to be. I wouldn't draw like during those times. I would try to like maybe watch like the stuff before you go to bed, because that's when your brain logs new information. So if you watch a bunch of like art stuff like before you go to sleep, you're gonna wake up and that's gonna be stored away in your visual memory. Science. So that's everything from Kazu here. They also have commissions, so maybe if you guys throw some commissions at them, that might help get them out of their slump and probably also help them otherwise. As you can see, they're also super, super cool, super fun. I'm glad that you could make it this weekend. Love to see you. All right, next up we have SJM. SJM wrote, "Hi, I've got a work in progress for the first one. My other OCs from the backside, Sarah, my bunny woman OC, and new OC Vixen. I have no idea if she was seen before, though. Hey, it's totally okay if she's been on here before. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that." All right, we got the work in progress here. Looks like we got a little like restaurant scene going on here. She's got some fire on her shirt, which is pretty cool. Maybe she has like a spicy, sassy personality. Maybe she's like, really like energetic, that kind of thing. They have a very like iconic style, of course, going on. You can definitely tell this is SJM's work every time you look at it, which is really cool. They kind of have a style that kind of reminds me of like, and I don't mean this in like in an insulting way, like almost like the little comic strips you would find in newspapers back in the day, like with like the line work. I really like that though. It's like better though. Let's go to the next one here. Ooh, so she drew the backside of the other image, so you can see like the back of their outfits and their hair. We see that we have like the black tips going on this character here. We have Calvin McCroy, Chelsea Von Higgins, and Lily Madison. They're 29, 20, and 18 respectively. Oh god, yeah, restaurant booths are like really actually like more complex than you would think, even with like the basic shapes, because there's also like a lot of like curving for where like the seating is, and then thinking about that like in perspective, and then overlapping it along with the perspective. It's a pain in the butt, especially if you want to show like a good amount of the characters. Like if you want to show the maximum amount of your character in a restaurant booth, you'd have to either do it from like some crazy angle, like either like a 3/4 or like a 3/4 from like below kind of like shot. It's hard, that's for sure. And then we got this character, the bunny character, hanging out here on a balcony, looking really dramatic, doing some stargazing. Again, we have like multiple planes of like the character interacting and weaving into here, which is really difficult to do. Yeah, bunny characters are really cute. We got some nice stars going on. Looks like they've got some drapes going on here into the back of this like kind of tower thing. Maybe this is where like they have like a bedroom or something in here, so they get a nice cool breeze from like the night, when they go to sleep. Got a nice little dividing line here to also continue to show you the perspective and whatnot. Looks awesome. Love it. Let's go to the last one here. And I think we saw the line art for Vixen, but I'm not sure if we saw like this looks like it might be a second picture that you have done of her. I really like it though. I mean, I commented on it before that I thought it was cool that it was a kitsune with like this kind of like very different shade of green that you don't normally see on these type of characters. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I think it's cool. She's got a little scar going across here. Looks like she also is doing like a fashion, like, runway kind of thing going on here. Either that or she's on Snake Way and she's like, training to fight Frieza. So, oh wait, it wasn't Frieza. It was Vegeta and Nappa, right? Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Trust me, like about to go train with King Kai and that the monkey and the turtle, have the extra gravity, so but yeah, I know what you mean, Kazi, because it's like, trying to think about things from like different angles and like where things are placed, like it's very like it's really difficult for us character artists. So I've actually been forcing myself to try to improve with doing like backgrounds and stuff like that, especially like with the commissions and whatnot. So anyway, this is awesome stuff. I love that SJM always has like that fashion like aspect of like, all their artwork. Really nice, very cool characters. I love it. All right, so make sure you give them lots of support on their art journey there. All right, next up we have Where Tree Vilha again. They wrote beaming you with burbs. That's a mini challenge I did for myself this month. I draw them with oil pastels and focus more on dynamics and forms. By the way, I usually watch your streams afterwards, and I love how positive it is. That's lovely. Hey, that's what this is all about, like it's my mission is to spread positivity in the art community. I know for some reason, like, there's a lot of drama for like no reason whatsoever. People treat it like a competition, and it shouldn't be a competition. It should be a community where you like support each other. If you see something that you have like, some sort of like constructive critique, don't be mean about it. Like, say the things you like about it, and then say, hey, this is just a suggestion, but if you applied this technique this way, it might improve like your art. Totally up to you. Otherwise, like, high five, pat on the back. We're gonna like jump into the sunset and high five and freeze frame. You know, that's how the art community should be. That's my take on it. Also, bringing each other together, like, can potentially bring together like partnerships, and like, you might end up with like a finalized product that makes you guys like famous. So, you know, don't discard other artists. Anyway, lots of burbs here. Hell yeah. Oil pastel is like so incredibly difficult, like to control, like, especially like I have the biggest issue with like the outer edge, I think, of oil pastels, like maintaining the silhouette, and they have done just an amazing job with that here, like maintaining the negative space, in between the feathers, around the beak, all that kind of stuff. It's incredibly difficult to do, but it's really cool. I really like it. And then you got this one here, and I love the colors on this burb. This burb is like colored like super cool. Like, this is like, when I play like Armor Core, you can like change the colors on the mech. Like, I would do like a similar thing to this on like one of my mechs. It would look super awesome. This one here. Yeah, that one's really cool. It looks like it's like dynamic, that it's like coming down, maybe pluck some fish out of the water or something, or maybe it's about to land in like, in like a lake. Usually these type of birds are usually hanging out around the water. As far as I know, my burb knowledge is not like super crazy. And then this one also looks like it's kind of like an action shot, like it could be like skidding across the water here. It's really cool. Yeah, these are really nice. You still have the form of like the feathers going on here. This one's like a mid-flight one as well, along with this aloe here, this Stolas, because I kept trying to remember Stolas from Has Been Hotel, and I just could not remember his name for the life of me, so I'm trying to say Stolas as much as I can. Just seared into my memory. Ooh, this is cool. I actually kind of like that the shot's like a little blurred like up here, because it kind of like gives it like the almost like a motion blur kind of action going on here. I like it. Awesome stuff. I don't do a lot of like nature stuff. Maybe I should like practice that at some point, because it's kind of like, at some point you're gonna go, hey, I want to do like a burb character. And then if you've never drawn burbs, you're like, oh shit, like, how do I draw a burb? And then it looks like the fucking Renaissance paintings where they don't know how to draw an animal. They just give it like a human face, and it's like, oh. Oh, I love these, I don't know if these are penguins or not penguins. Sorry, go ahead. Oh, what? Oh, a puffin. All they do is feed me puffins. Yeah, I know. I just love that. It's so funny. Nice. Cool, cool, cool. These are so good. I love these. It is a particularly difficult medium. I've actually seen them use different mediums on their X as well, their Twitter. So, like, they have a wide, like, range here. They have really good stuff. So that was everything from Where Tree Vilha. I love seeing your burbs. Thank you for beaming me with them. I will take it in stride. Make sure you guys give them lots of love, give them lots of positivity. And, maybe we can learn some stuff. Maybe we can do some, like, burb studies together. That way it's like a fun little thing. Alright, next up we have Allie here. Looks like they've only got one thing for us, but it's totally okay. They wrote my most recent art, and they gave the little fingers together, like super cute anime thing, which I really like. I like that they're in like I don't know if this was done purposely or not, but they're in almost like Halloween kind of like colors because Spooktober is coming up here. Looks like they really, they're either really good friends or they're girlfriends. My headcanon is girlfriends, and I really like that. Bunny girl. And let's see, I love like the lace on their outfit here. Yeah, it's super cute. Like these folds are really, really nice. I love that she has like the glittery makeup on her cheeks here. It's very, very cute. This is absolutely adorable. Thank you so much for submitting this, Allie. This is super, super cute. Can't wait to see more of your work. Don't be afraid to drop either like older stuff or like, your work in progresses, like your sketches and that kind of thing. We're here to see all of your artwork, and I am here for any artwork. Oh man, it is really coming down outside. That sucks. Oh shit, we got Pensy up next. Pensy wrote, here are my 2 new picks I did this week. I did see these. I didn't get a chance to comment on them yet. Yeah, I know. It's like they're famous or something. Everybody knows Pensy. Pick 1 is my Succubus Queen, Delilah, in the style of one of my favorite bands, Gorillaz. And the second pick is a fun pick of my OC Aiko, which is the Goth Kid of Pensy and Kika, and they are a werewolf. So let's do this one first here. This one I did comment on. I was telling Pensy that I could see the Gorillaz like influence here on the face, like the way it's shaped and the way the smile is and everything. So you did a great job with that. Got the monochromatic color scheme going on here, which is really, really difficult to pull off. Very, very smegsy outfit, of course. Gotta be smegsy to be a succubus for sure. I think it'd be an interesting take, though, if somebody drew a succubus that wore, like, all, like, baggy clothing and, like, a hoodie and was, like, I don't know, maybe they're, like, depressed or something. Kind of like the anti-trope of a succubus. But somehow everybody still wants them. They're like, oh, no. I really like this one. This one is super, super cool. I love the red eyeliner. They wear Jankos. Yeah, exactly. Hell, I used to wear Jankos. I used to love my twin cannons. I have very large legs. Like, my legs have, like, a hellacious circumference. Like, it is very difficult for me to wear jeans that are comfortable. So, like, one of my thighs is like someone's like torso. So, I used to appreciate Jankos because of that. But they did get like ridiculously big after a while. So, yeah, I know exactly. You did a good job here with the hands holding the phone as well. You get to see some of the personality of the OC as well with the stickers on the phone. I really love the black and red. Awesome stuff. I also really like the flippy hair. I'm always a fan of like the flippy hair. So this is great, Pensy. I love it. And the fact that you're still doing this while you're not feeling great is also super, super impressive. So keep up the great work. That was everything from Pensy. Pensy is a super awesome member of my community. They are super, super nice. They have their commissions open, so please, if you want some super awesome traditional art like this, they are your go-to. All right. Ooh, water. Good call. Gotta preserve my yap box. Alrighty. And the Big Cheese submitted before, so they are a brand new person pretty much here. I'll go ahead and read off what they said. They said, hi, I'll send some recent OCs of mine. Lightning Eve, Amatrine, or Amatrine? I don't know how to say that name right. Amatrine? White Diamond and Kira, thanks for the artshare. Hey, you're very welcome. Ooh, that's cool. I like the glossy eyes with the little like antennae coming out here. Looks like they are a super like rocker here or some sort of metal or goth band person as well. I don't know why description is so difficult for me right now. I love the little smirk and I love the piercing that they have going on here at the corner of the mouth. That's really cute. They got a little, they got a rune that is on their shoulder here. Maybe they add some magic to their music. And it looks like they have bands here for the bicolors, which is really cool. I could be wrong. Ooh, eyes. Yeah. Let's go to the next one here. Oh, that's cool. I see they have like different like staggered like painted nails. I really need to paint my nails again. It's been a long time. This is cool. Ooh, I like how they have like a gradient on their name here between the two colors. That's super cool. They also have a rune. They all must be in a band together, it looks like. This one looks like they might either be like either the singer or maybe like the drummer or something. I'm just kind of guessing. I'm always a sucker for the two different colored eyes. I'm not totally biased with that whatsoever. Nice. It's when amethyst grows into citrine. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's like ametrine? Ah, nice, nice. This guy is like probably like their manager here. I like his little diamond and his bow tie. I normally don't like bow ties, but that's actually like pretty creative, pretty cool here. He looks like he's kind of like unsure as to why he's involved in this project. That's kind of the face he's got going on here. Like, you know, what did I get myself into with these girls, these girls? But I like it. That's cool. He's the band wrangler. Yeah, he has to keep him. You know, he's the babysitter. Ooh, this one's cool. I like the blacked out scaleras. Nice. Oh, they got a forked tongue and they got some spiky teeth. Applies to her species. Nice. This is Kira. She has an agility rune. I wonder. I don't know. I kind of wonder if they are in a band or not. Or maybe if they just all enjoy the same type of music. Other than maybe this guy here. But who knows? Maybe he's like secretly a metalhead, though. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be almost like a Detroit Metal City thing. If you guys haven't watched that anime, it is so funny. Yeah, for the mosh pit, exactly. She's got to be able to do what are those called? Shit. They're like a Wing Chun kick where you kind of like swing your body and then your legs like fly in like a circle. I don't know. It's really cool stuff. Like when I used to go to like metal shows, we didn't do like the push pit kind of stuff. We did like some like kind of like dancing, like martial arts kind of stuff. We were like basically people that didn't even like anime were basically like weaving it out in the pit. So it was a lot of fun. So I used to throw a lot of like kicks and like cartwheels and all sorts of stuff. So anyway, these are all excellent OCs here. Thank you so much for sharing. I can't wait to see more of your work there. The Big Cheese. I really like your name. It's very hey, check me out. I'm the big guy on campus. I'm the main man or person. So make sure you check them out, give them lots of love and support. Next up, we have Tanako. I made Sun Knight's vehicle. Ooh, vehicles are really hard. More Ripper's friends, and she has a much darker story behind why Ripper kidnapped Riley. It's because she looks like his best friend who tragically died and couldn't accept the fact that she's dead. Driven Ripper insane. So it drove Ripper insane. Ooh, this is cool. I like this. I like how it's got like a big like mouth. It's got like some hands and some claws coming over top of the wheel covers. And then you got some like cloud motif kind of going on here. Nice. I like it. And then we got she here. Oh, she reminds me of like a really like cute version of like a shy guy. Like a goth shy guy. That's so cool. Then we have Dolly here. Ooh, Dolly is also nightmare fuel. Oh yeah, Stabbington. That's an amazing name. I love that. That makes me so happy. Then we have Screw Loose, and finally we have Ringer here down at the bottom. Really cool designs. I like these. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's got to have a face, or if it has two faces, it's even stronger. Awesome, awesome. So that was everything from Tanako. Tanako is super cool. They also came up with plushie designs for their OCs, which look absolutely huggable, squishable, and adorable. So let's support them and try to make the dream come true so they can get those plushies in our hands so we can hug them. All right. Sorry, my lozenger's like running out here, so I'm like chewing it. We have Mitsuki. Hello again. I tried following a reference. It was not supposed to be this proactive. Second, I'm starting a weekly challenge. Nefa requested Common Rider W. Ooh, nice. 3, someone else requested Calcit. I don't know if I'm saying that right. And then 4th is a Code Geass sketch. I don't think I'll finish this one. It didn't resonate with me. Ooh, yeah, I saw this in the Discord while you were working on it. And then you also did like a little like GIF down here. This is so cool. I love this. I love the way that you're using the shadowing and the lighting to like frame the character in like a super dynamic way. I also love the way you texture your artwork here. It really reminds me of like using like really nice like Copic marker work. Everything is super, super clean. Awesome stuff. I love it. And I love the expression. Let's look at the little GIF you got down here. And they got like a little heart wink. I don't know if you got... My big old head's in the way when it comes to that. Shit. Alright. And then next up here, this one is the Kamen Rider one. You know, I've never watched Kamen Rider, but I'm sure I would have enjoyed it because I did watch like a lot of like Power Rangers growing up. I watched a little bit of Big Bad Beetleborgs just because it had hellacious, you know, alliteration, and then of course the music was like just like absolutely like addictive. This is so cool though. I really like this. I love the 2 different sides here. It's super awesome. Really good work. And I love how they use like the hatching in their shading, and then again you have the brush that they use is very like marker like, and I really like that. Like it's a really cool like graphic style when they do things like this. Really digging the Harris colors for the highlights. Nem's about to lose it. Kamen Rider, woo! He's the one that Kamen Rider does the kick, right?
I think they all do. Yeah.
Like the super like awesome like kick that they have like in Fire Force they do the reference to that with hell yeah, Rider kick. I know Iron Mouse also loves Kamen Rider as well. I need to check it out. It looks really cool. But yeah, this is absolutely excellent work. I love it. Love you can see the personalities of the 2 characters. You even have 2 different like hand styles here and everything. This is awesome. This is amazing work. I recommend Kuga, Shin, O1, and Double. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I definitely have to check it out. I may end up as a Kamen Rider fanboy as well. Ooh, this is really cool. You got this like super dynamic, very like fluid, spiky kind of like monstery thing around them. That's super awesome. Hell yeah. You know, we can geek out together in info after I watch it. So, yeah, I really like this. This is awesome. I don't know what this character's from here. Cal Sit. It's still really cool. I don't know what it's from, but it's awesome. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like the dynamic like energy of like all of like the strokes and everything. They have very good like line confidence. That's for sure. Like you don't see like any of like the scratchy lines or anything. Like it's all very intentional. Start to finish like strokes. So yeah, the line steal your girl for sure. Oh, it's an Arknight's character. Okay, that makes sense. I like the Arknight's design. Not like super big on like the actual game itself, but I like the character designs for sure. And then we have a Code Geass sketch here. Yeah, I mean I could see with what you mean with it not resonating with you, but maybe you should come back to it like, just hold on to this and then maybe in the future you'll either have some inspiration to either switch it up a little bit or like finish it up. A suggestion that I would do maybe is maybe turn this throne just like slightly so it has a little bit more of like a perspective to it. And then you could do something in the back here, maybe where you don't do a full background, but you do like that shading technique you've been doing where you like frame the characters with like either a light or a shadow. I think that will work out really well. I think if you keep any part of this, you should definitely keep her because I think this is like a really, really good pose. Works really well. It's really well done. But yeah, that's awesome. So that was everything for Mitsuki. Mitsuki is obviously super... Oh, here we go. There's the GIF, like nice and big for you guys. So you can see the wink going on there for the character with the little hearts coming off. I love it. I need to learn how to make GIFs. I sure it's not that difficult, but for some reason I just have not taken the time to do it. But yeah, Mitsuki has a V-Gen as well, so if you want some absolutely amazing, iconic art style, check out Mitsuki. Give them lots of support. Alright, next up here we have Smatanka. They wrote, this time I brought background commission I did several months ago, a piece I did for time to frame it. Fan Arcane project in one layer work in progress. I don't know when I'll get to finish it. I moved to draw another different stuff right now. Gotcha. Ooh, this is pretty. I like this. This is really neat. Hell yeah. I love it. Looks like some really good use of like the symmetry tool here, and if they did this without the symmetry tool, then that is hella impressive. I love the rendering here on the lilies in the water and all the different flowers. This is absolutely beautiful. I love this. Very intricate as well.
I don't know how to spell it. It's very Art Nouveau.
Art Nouveau. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, kind of like a Havoc was saying, like an Art Nouveau kind of like framing kind of thing going on here. All right, and this is their like arcane project that they were talking about here, which is also really cool. Hell yeah, looks like we got like possibly Victor here. I like how the cloak has like the little like crazy like living like arcane kind of design on it. We got like a bunch of runes like interconnected here. This is really neat. I love this. Victor's just doing his best. That is true. That is true. Poor Victor. Victor's like, I didn't even want to be Robot Jesus. And Jace like with all of his problems like spewing out of his gap in his teeth, just dumping them onto his boyfriend Victor. And then his poor assistant getting like sucked into him. I was just like, oh, and she was so cute. She was like, I love Victor. And Victor's like, I love Jace. And Jace sucks.
She's like, I can't.
Anyway, sorry. I don't know if there's any Jace fans out there, but he's probably like my least favorite character in Arcane. Literally, the entire plot is his fault. Anyway, moving on from my right here. And then this is their 1-layer work in progress. Damn. That is so cool. I hope you do finish this up. It'll be super awesome. Especially, if you add like some like darker lines in here where you don't like smudge them together. Same with like the highlights. That would be super awesome and make it look like really like metallic. I would love to see this finished. I think this is going to be super good. It's already amazing. So once you finish it, it's going to be awesome. You could even do like a separate color here for like a rim light on this side. So you could introduce some different colors here. Or you could have like shadowing that kind of follows this like plane of the face here. Or just light. Either light or shadow like right across here would be really cool. And along with like the inside of the nose here too as well. And up under here. Sorry, I've been doing a lot of like studying with light lately, so I just like kind of like spewing stuff here. But yeah, this is super awesome, especially for 1-layer. 1-layer artists are absolutely insane. So my hat is off to you. So that is everything from Smetanka. As you can see, they are a very talented... No, Zoro just fell off my desk. The king of hell, he got lost. Anyway, back to saying nice things about Smetanka. Please follow their artwork. Please encourage them. I cannot wait to see more work from them with either next week or, just in general. So next up here, we have Decreate 1. They wrote, thank you for the art share. Here are some of my more recent pieces. I'm working on a few new things, including new pieces with Rouge and my OC Panthera, but they aren't quite ready yet. Hey, that is totally fine, no worries. So we got a kitty girl here trying to make some sort of food. Has made like a huge mess. At least they have the one apron that they're wearing to cover themselves up to keep them from getting too messy, even though it looks like it got everywhere but the apron. Nice. I like it. Very, very cute. Again, I love your like OG like retro style. I love it. This one's really cool. Here we have like a tank mechanic going on. She is also a kitty with big old giant 80s hair. Gotta love it. Looks like she's working hard. She's got some oil on her face as well. Yeah, like Tank Police. Awesome, awesome. And then we have Rouge the Bats with big old baps. She's the bat with baps. Very nice pose. Absolutely love it. You got her like counterbalanced here with the big old booty. Hell yeah. Very pretty. I love it. Let's get to our next one here. And then we have Pantera being really, really cute. More of a chibi kind of style here. I like the pose and everything. I don't think Decree 1 likes kitty girls at all. I think they actually throw up when they look at kitty girls because they're like disgusting and ugly and, and it's totally not what they're into whatsoever. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that, though. Kitty girls are amazing. Thank you so much for your work, Decree 1. Can't wait to see more of the projects you're working on that you have hinted at. Giving us a little teaser or something to look forward to next week. Alright, next up we had Madman's Miscellaneous. They didn't write anything, which is totally okay. but we got some very expressive sketching here again. You know what this reminds me of instantly here? Reminds me of the Max. With like the shape of it looks like the shape of a head, and these look like teeth here in the eyes. And then the Max had like a claw that came out of like a big beefy arm here. But it's really cool. I really like it. I love how these are probably meant to be abstract, but again, because art is subjective, everybody's going to see different things. Like, I see like a monster type creature here with like some sort of like maybe torn cloth over the back, and then some eyes in here and some teeth. And I see like possibly like little like things sticking out, maybe like ribs or claws or teeth along with this as well down here. Really cool though. I love the negative space though in between the the adornment on the outside here is really cool. Ooh, this one's cool too here. This one has a lot more of an intent to it. You have different types of like skull masks like kind of floating around here in the darkness, and then they have a nice little like highlight around the outside of them. This is really cool. This kind of looks like it could be like some sort of like maybe like a deity, like a cosmic deity or something, like a nightmare one. Super neat. I like this. This is really cool. I like how these two are like stitched together. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Let's move on to our next one here. Ooh, this one's cool. Oh, this one kind of looks like, they're like around the stage, and this is like a skull, like maybe this is like in the nightmare world, it's like a strip club or something. This one's really getting it down here. He's like, oh shit. This is amazing. I like this. That was really cool. Let's go to our next one here. Ooh, I like these guys. These guys are really cool. These would be cool if they were like in like a video game. If it was like really like a lot of like the visuals were like really abstract. Like this would be really cool, like enemy types. And I could see like the like environment being kind of like colored like this too. That would also be cool. Like maybe like when you turn the camera, it has like different like effects or something. I don't know. My brain is always like working in like how they could be turned into like projects or products, that kind of thing. Got that grinder mindset, so. But yeah, I love this. I love all these like really expressive art pieces that Madman always submits here. So thank you so much for submitting your artwork. It's super cool. And then we have Melina up here next. They gave us our super cool, super busty kitty here again. Easter Bunny zoologist from, what is it from? From Terraria. Okay, so they took like the pixel and they turned it into a super smegsy lady here with like some amazing proportions. So, yeah, also very cute, They do a lot of non-safe for work art, and it looks absolutely fantastic. I appreciate that you share the safer work stuff here with me. I really like your art style. It's a really nice like cell shading with some soft gradients here. Then you have your graphic background. Super fantastic stuff. Awesome. So that was everything from Melina that was submitted this week. Give them lots of support. If you want some smegsy art, there you go. Alright, next up here we have Cornman. Just drew the main villain of my story. I remember seeing this in the Discord too. This is really cool. I love the rainbow like lightning bolt in the back. That's like really neat. And then I love that they got like the little spike through their head. Very reminiscent of like Soul Eater with Stein. Always a fan of that. They got their hands wrapped up here. They got like half a mask going on. This is really cool. I like it. Oh, and an occultist star too. Cool. Hell yeah. Sorry, I needed some water. Perfection is a myth, but I will manifest it into reality. Dr. Hans Surgeon Gela Herga, I don't know how to say that, sorry. Number 2 of the Primordial Heralds. Hey, I tried. I legitimately did, but not really. Anyway, this is a super cool design. Thank you so much, Cordman, for submitting your artwork here. I love to see it. I want to see more of your artwork. All right, next up here we have After B Animates. They wrote, "You've seen my fan art of Spider-Man, but here's my fan art of the Sinister Six." Oh, hell yeah, we got Sergei Kravenov, aka Craven the Hunter. They wrote, "Sergei Kravenov is one of the best hunters in the world, but he wanted more of a challenge, so he went to New York and tried to hunt down Spider-Man, becoming one of the wall crawler's most deadliest foes." Oh yeah, nice, nice, nice. Again, I like it how At the Bee Animates does a really good job of taking already established characters and applying their style to them, giving them a little bit of a switch up sometimes in their outfit design. Yeah, he does. For sure. I couldn't bring myself to watch the movie for this, but you know, it's it hasn't gotten great reviews, so that's cool though. Like, I like the Sinister Six, but I think out of everybody in the Sinister Six, Craven is just kind of like he's a lower tier for me. But this is an awesome representation of him. So definitely nothing against the artwork. The artwork is amazing. Then we got Mysterio here. Hell yeah, Master of Illusions. Quentin Beck. Beck was a stunt actor and special effect artist, but he was very underappreciated, aren't we all, for real? But then he built holographic technology to enhance his special effects. However, the studios didn't credit him for making this technology, uses his talents for crimes, becoming one of Spidey's enemies, Mysterio. Hell yeah. Mysterio is one of those, like, OG Sinister Six characters that, like, it's really cool that people still keep a lot of the aspects of, like, the original designs, especially with, like, the orb head. Like, it still comes off, like, really neat, like, with how people are, like, creative with it. Like, Mysterio's a very, like, yeah, he's like he's very much still like a 60s coded like design, but like even updated it still works really well for the modern audience. So awesome work. I love it. Then we have the Vulture here. We have Adrian Toombs. Adrian is an elder engineer who built a magnetic flight suit that would enhance his strength and be able to fly at high speeds. However, his idea was stolen by both Oscorp and Stark Industries. He uses his suit for criminal activities and eventually becoming a terror in the sky known as the Vulture. Hell yeah. I love that you took aspects of the design from the Michael Keaton Vulture kind of design here. Looking super cool. I love that. That's awesome. I love the lighting on his face here. Absolutely fantastic. Nah, Green Goblin with steel designs. It's too nice and chill. Yeah, why would a guy like Norman Osborn do that? That's slander. That's vicious goblin slander. And we got Electro up next here. Ooh, they gave him like a cool like lightning scar on his face. That's cool. Max Dillon. Max was a regular. Oh my god, I don't know why I have trouble pronouncing regular electrician at Oscorp until he fell into a tank of electric eels, and then he mutated into the supervillain we all know today. He fought Spider-Man but lost, then eventually joined the supervillain team of the Sinister Six.
No, not jail.
What?
Jail.
Jail?
Add jail.
Oh, ad jail. Oh, ads. Okay. Sorry, guys. I will wait while the ads are rolling. Give my yapper a break. Yeah, Fancy, you do have a get out of jail free. That's for sure. I'm super glad you got your antibiotics. That's awesome. I was really worried about you. I can't have my Pensy you know, have something bad happen. That would make me sad. I would hunt down whoever's responsible and it would be like John Wick's.
Not chopping their throats, but shooting in the face.
Yeah. It would be like, next level. Like people would watch me walk in, and they'd be like, "You killed Aniki's Pensy? Do you know what you've done? Do you know what you have unleashed?" And I'd like go around and like murk people with like my art pen, and then they'd be like, "He killed someone with a fucking art pen."
Yeah, you beat me to it.
Aw. Well, I'm glad you're still getting some artwork done. Still doing a great job. It gives you something else to like, concentrate on. I sent my commissioner. I told him that he should hit you up. So hopefully he'll hit you up after I'm done with this commission. Because I'm gonna take a little break for a little while, so I can get some other like things I've had on the back burner done. I need to do some more stuff and like work on like improving my stream. I've been putting it off for like way too long.
Why?
Oh, of course I'd avenge you. You're my friend, so gotta stand up for my Pensy. And then I build like a memorial. There's an ad for a sexy KFC guy. Is it Markiplier?
No, it's
Is it
Google.
is it that other guy that never ages? What's his name? He was on Saved by the Bell.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. The yogurt.
All right, we are back. People are out of jail. I was just discussing with Pensy how if anything happened to them, I would go total John Wick and John Woo revenge style. So, what KFC guy is not sexy? The OG Colonel, I don't know if I would necessarily call him a sexy man. Anyway, moving on here. I don't know where the ad started, so I'll just start over here. We have Electro, aka Max Dillon. Max was a regular electrician at Oscorp. Uh, is so not until he fell in a tank of electric eels, and then he mutated into the supervillain we all know today. He fought Spider-Man but lost and eventually joined the supervillain team, the Sinister Six. Hell yeah, here. I really love that they added this scarring on his face. Havoc pointed out that he has like kind of like the eye shapes, like almost like a My Hero version, which is really cool. Yeah, I like Electro too. I actually used to draw Electro when I was a kid every now and then, just because it was like really cool to like kind of do like this like pointy shapes like on the face and stuff. So, oh, and they got two more here that they added. So we got the Sandman, which he did an awesome job of making Sandman look like the actor that played him in the movie. I actually thought that was really good casting. Flint Marco, aka the Sandman. Sandman is not really so much of a bad guy for the most part. Flint Marco was a common thief who all he wanted was a big score until one night, while on the run from the police, Flint fell into a particle accelerator, fusing his body with the sand. His newly formed powers, he uses them for heists and robberies, which caught the attention of Spidey, who he defended by ripping his mask off that made Spider-Man retreat. Meanwhile, in Midtown High, Sandman was demanding the principal to give to him a high school diploma. Spider-Man quickly defeated with a vacuum cleaner. Is that canon?
That's awesome.
I don't remember that. After he broke out of jail, he joined the supervillain team, the Sinister Six. My only weakness is Hoovers. Any sort of suction device, and I'm a goner. And then we have Doc Ock. I also used to draw Doc Ock because he was fun to draw. I actually kind of liked that he was like he had a very like round belly, like back in the day. Like he was not like built like a supervillain like whatsoever. But I always thought his like little robo octopus arms were like really cool. So we have Doc Ock here, Doctor Octopus, aka wasn't his name like Doctor Octavius something. This time I gave Otto Octavius a brighter outfit. I changed the red lights to yellow so he's like semi in control of them. And I made the harness for his arms a bit smaller. I also gave him a different hairstyle. Nice. Yeah, he's looking a little more like Suavemente here. You know, he's gonna like shuffle around, maybe have a night out on the town after he goes and terrorizes with his arms. Maybe he goes out and takes his arms on a nice date. They have a nice steak dinner. And he does call them back. So this is absolutely fantastic. That is everything submitted by Afterbe Animates. They also do animated YouTubes. So make sure you go and subscribe, watch all their videos to the end so they get the full credit for them. And they're super nice, they're super chill. I love seeing their redesigns of, superheroes and whatnot. Up next, we have Painting Nixie. Just cooked this one for a friend. Ooh woo. So we got the Smegsy Bee character, and it looks like we have a moth that's like hanging out like next to her, and he's like, oh my god, they're so hot. I can't even look over there. Should I say something? So the daily grind of having to get up early to study/work. Am I right? Background ain't mine. I just took and edited from Pinterest. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. That is a perfectly acceptable way to do it. Looks like you did a good job of making it look like it fits into the scene. Oh, you used to hate Doc Ock when you were a kid? I don't know. Like I wouldn't say he's like my favorite. I mean, I love Venom, of course. Like Venom is my dude. Like he was just so much fun, and I think it's like I realized later in life that a lot of the Spider-Man like villains or characters that I liked were all drawn or created by like Todd McFarlane. Like I don't really like Green Goblin. I like the Hobgoblin where he's actually like supernatural and like possessed and like throws like the flaming pumpkins and stuff. Like him, there was a comic where it was Spider-Man, Hobgoblin, and Ghost Rider, and it was drawn so cool. But yeah, Venom's definitely slutty. He's got a slutty waist. He's built like a Dorito, and he got that tongue though. And now in Marvel Rivals, he twerks. With those his caked up bakery he's got on the back there. So, but anyway, this is super amazing from Painting Nixie here. I really really like their style. I love like the bee character. It's very smegsy, very well designed. Make sure you give them lots of love, give them lots of support. They are working on a novelization of their characters. So if you guys are in the Discord, there is actual character descriptions read by other characters. So you get some insight also about how other characters feel about these characters. So I think that's really cool. Like, Carnage was cool, but I didn't like him as a character more. I liked Venom more. I mean, granted, he hated Peter Parker for like pretty dumb reasons. It's like, bro, you're a bodybuilder. Maybe you should stick to that instead of photography. If Peter is like, getting all the good shots, maybe you should just do competitions because you're jacked as hell, man. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Havoc. X is being rude to you again. Oh no. Ooh, we have a brand new person here. Hell yeah. Let's go ahead and give them a follow back. Welcome to our wonderful art community here. This is a Rainbow Dog. I like your name. Ooh, you have a VGen as well. Hell yeah. So you're an artist and an animator. Ooh, this is cool. I like this. I don't know why, for some reason in the thumbnail, I thought these were like two beefy, like mecha arms coming off the back. But it's really cool that they are big, stylized pigtails. I really like this. I love this bunny. I love the attitude they have going on with their face here. It's super cute. I love like the blacked out eye, like scaleras. Marked as probable spam. No. No, why would they do that to you? You're never spam. But yeah, this is really cool. I love the little retro like antennae things that they have coming out here, the little receivers. They've got some glow to the bottom of their skirt here, which drapes over their whole outfit and is see-through. That's really cool. And then you got your little propulsion things. This is really cute. I really like this. Let's go to the next one here. Oh, this is adorable. Oh, I should probably read what they wrote. They wrote, "Hi, I'm Carla. Hey, nice to meet you. One, I'm an artist that draws all kinds of things." That's probably supposed to be an exclamation point. I shouldn't read it. He'll read anything that's on the teleprompter. Ooh, nice. I'll have to check that out, Betsy. But yeah, this is super adorable. I would definitely give them lots of pets and lots of snuggles. And they could totally like sleep on my lap. I love all animals. It looks like they had like parts of them kind of like sewn together here, which is kind of interesting. I like that idea. On top of the pastel colors that they got going on. Really nice color scheme. Very, very adorable. This is super cute. Ooh, this one's cool. Ooh, I like this. This reminds me of like kind of like Premiere style like fire here on the side, or energy. And they got like the super like energetic like wild eye thing going on here. And then they've got like, you know, maybe they're like pointing with their paw like, "Hey, you're next. You just pissed me off," kind of thing. Like just like a display of power. This is really neat. Like I love the contrast between like the energy, like the glowy energy, and the darkened side over here. This is really cool. Oh yeah, of course I love your art. Welcome to the welcome to our community. I'm so happy that you posted. We do this every single Saturday, so you know I'll definitely be, you know, every time you post something, I will come in here and I will comment on it. I like to give shout outs to everybody to let them know to go and support your work. We were just talking about your piece here. I really like this energy here because it reminds me of Premiere. I don't know if you've seen that, but it's by Studio Trigger. It's kind of like the similar stylization to the fire they had in that. So I really, really like that. I'm like a huge Trigger fanboy, so... Also, this is like super adorable. I want to hug this puppy so much. It makes me happy.
That one also kind of reminds me of Trigger, the way they do like animals sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's true. When they do the cute stuff. And then we have a Smegsy bunny dancer here. They got the spotlight going on. I love that you have two different colored spotlights. That's a really neat idea. I love the texturing that you have going on with the rendering. It's really neat. You did a really good job of showing the tension points here where the mesh over top is being tugged on by the fingers here. Super good work. Ooh, and then you got like the mesh around the ears. I've actually never seen that on like a bunny character. That's actually a really neat idea. I like that. I'm a fan of these skirts here too that have like the little belt buckles across the slit. Very, very nice. I love it. Really nice. I'm also not biased with your color choices. I also super enjoy them. And, ooh, you said you have animation here, so let's check it out. You wrote, "I also animate. I hope to one day make my own studio." Hey, that's my dream too. Maybe we can work together. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, so it's like a loading screen here too. Oh, this is awesome. I love it. When I get some money, I'll have to commission you, and maybe you can do me like a little like chibi like version of my VTuber model, and I can have like a super adorable like starting soon screen. That would be super awesome. Hell yeah! So that is everything from Rainbow Dog here. As you can see, they are super cool, super nice. They do lots of animations. They do adorable artwork as well as super badass artwork, just like this one right here. I think this one out of all of them is probably my favorite, and I'm probably a bit biased when it comes to that. But yeah, I mean, what a way to Oh, we got Nympha at the end here. This is what they're saying, your probable spam. Hey, I know this guy. I know they taste better than spam. That sounded weird, but you're not spam, okay? That is not what I meant by that. Spam is just gross, so. We don't have anything strange going on, I promise. They're super cool. So let's go ahead and let's finish it off here. Pensy, I love this reaction. With finishing strong here with Nympha. They wrote, Happy Artshare Day. I drew a new OC with a robot head and one side of a new Inuyama body pillow. Oh shit, a Daki. Hell yeah, I'm gonna have to buy that. Other character body pillows are coming soon. Yes. We got Super Beefcake here, guy. Got all the abs to make sure that they hold on to their spear here. This is really neat. I love how they're like overlooking a city. And I love your like super cool, like glowy, like particle effects that you have going around here. Fantastic. Awesome like mecha head he's got going on. And these designs are cool. I love his bracers here. You always have such cool like ways you design your characters and they're like their outfits and whatnot. And let's check out the Daki. Yes. Yes, I need this. I need this in my life. Beef. Yes. Beef. I love it. Oh my god. There is a British show, I believe it is called Man Down. He is a British comedian. He's like super tall, but there's a hilarious episode where they have like one of his friends joins a fun runner group, and the leader of the fun runner group has like this gigantic like ass, like it's massive. Like, so the main character is always talking about his big beautiful ass. But anyway, the fun runner guys are like super like into it, so they run around like chugging cranberry juice and screaming beef. Yeah. So that makes it even funnier. So if you guys can find that, definitely check it out. It is super funny. Again, it's called Man Down. But yes, I need this Daki in my life. This would go between me and Havoc would probably fight over this. Mm-hmm. So yeah, we'll definitely so Nympha here has a webtoon, so make sure you go and check out their webcomic. We'll give them lots of support so we can get these Dakis made, so we can buy all of their amazing their amazing merch here. And I love Pensy's response. This is the best response I possibly could think of. Nice and big on the screen. That's also how I feel about this. Alright, so that was everything from Nympha. Nympha is super cool. Nympha also streams, and then Pensy's gonna fight me. I think you would win because you're champion sized. You could literally just put your hand on my head and I couldn't reach you. I'm only 5'10". You are much taller than me. So let's go back to the post here. I'm going to reload this page just to make sure we didn't miss anybody. Sometimes people post during the stream, and I don't want to leave anyone out. So I'm going to do a quick scan here just to make sure we have highlighted everybody's artwork. Yep, that is it. We have ended here on a strong note with Nympha. Yeah, you're champion size. You're huge. Like your foot would probably like take up like my whole chest if you kicked me square in my chest, and I would explode into too many like rib cages like in Mortal Kombat. I just go poof. Alrighty, my voice is getting sore here, so I'm gonna pop you guys into the lobby so we can do a wrap up here. I want to thank you guys so much for this art stream. I absolutely love this stream every single week. God damn. I wear a 13, so I mean like a 12 or a 13 in my shoe size. So you're 3 sizes bigger. Damn. I appreciate every single one of you posting your artwork here. Aw, well, hey, you're welcome there, Carla. Hey, I cannot wait to see more of your artwork. I will send, if you would like, I will send you a link to our Discord. We have a really nice community. We really have like a lot of like support in there. I have all sorts of channels and tabs where you can like promote your work. I know a lot of Discords tend to frown on that. I am the complete opposite. I will absolutely let you promote your stuff. Everybody's really nice. Everybody's really cool. So I will send that your way once I get off the stream here. Where was I? Oh yeah. Thank you guys for submitting your artwork. I look forward to this every single week. You guys are super amazing. I'm always very, very impressed. We want to make your dreams come true, and that is my goal. So yeah, make sure you continue to post things. You can post your work in progress. You can post like sketches. Doesn't have to be art. It could be music. It could be video. Anything creative. If you like the kind of content that I do, please consider following me. Thank you for following me, Carla. I appreciate it. Thank you once again, Pensy, for subscribing. My goal is 10 subscribers, and we're doing a partner push here. So if you consider subscribing, that would help me out tremendously. I do not stream on Sundays, but I'll be back on Monday. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.